you recently posted on LinkedIn about recursive language models, which candidly is a specific term that I don't think I'd come across before. So, but it intuitively makes sense when we explain what it is. Mm-hmm. So, recursive language models, in which recursive reasoning may represent the next frontier after chain of thought and react, reasoning plus acting paradigms. So yeah, tell us about recursive language models and why they could be the future.
Yeah, I think honestly, if you're using a coding agent today, I think that they are some form of a recursive language model, and I'll elaborate a little bit on what that is. It's some research that came out last year, but the idea of the recursive language model is a system where essentially you have a model that it has some environment that it can offload its context to. So previously, like everything that you had to do with your, if you've been using agents, a thing that people start to get very worried about is like context rot, where there's this phenomenon that as you increase the context for the model, they start to forget or like go off track. And so people are pretty conservative about what they put into context because they want to keep their model on track. And so one way that agents or a recursive language model helps with this is that they create an environment where the agent has the ability to, rather than taking the data and putting it in context, it can offload that to some part of that environment. And so for a coding agent today, that's your file system. Like it can take, your corpus of data and things that normally you might need to shove in as context and just say, actually, those are files on the file system. So do you want to look there? That's where they live. And you have tools to access like that context when you might need it. So Marimo Pair sort of extends this paradigm by also bringing
paradigm.
Yeah, Marimo Pair extends this paradigm by allowing the agent like to extend that environment further, but with Python. So like now that context isn't just files; it can be values that you have in memory. And so instead of it having to like try to understand all of the context of your data and pollute the context, instead you have your Python environment is like another like place that it can store that.
Really cool. How do you think that this kind of recursive reasoning architecture might reshape our understanding of intelligence, and particularly within collaborative human AI workflows?
Yeah, I think well, at least in the context of Marimo Pair, your notebook sort of is a representation of that memory. So the way that like a lot of coding agents folks are thinking about like your file system as like the working memory for an agent. Now, when you look at a Marimo notebook document, the notebook itself is sort of a representation of that memory. So, if I put a coding agent on a data task many different times, like the same question a bunch of times, it might find like 10 different ways to use the file system to answer that question. But Marimo sort of puts a little bit more of a structure around like how that answer has to look. And now at the end, you have your notebook might have some answer in it, but you have this really similar scaffold, and each of the cells is sort of a representation of what the memory that it took to get to that answer.